Hello there, greetings, and welcome here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're here tonight to do an episode of Look Back at a Classic Rock Album. This is a show in which I take an album that I'm familiar with, fairly familiar with, that's at least a 2.5 or higher on my ranking system, and I do a kind of a review of the album. So the album also has to be about 15 years old or more. So the album we're going to be doing tonight is Billy Joel's Glass Houses. Yeah, I think this is a fantastic album. Not really a pop kind of guy, but this one just is a somewhat exceptional album. So we're going to be doing that tonight. I'm going to need my glasses here so that we do this right, so I can actually see what I'm talking about. So, album released in 1980, actually released on March the 12th, 1980. I do like this cover quite a bit too, and the back one isn't too bad too. It's kind of a broken window there. Kind of young here, hey, 45 years ago? Yeah, absolutely. So, it was recorded at the A&R studio in New York City. It's about 35 minutes in length, on the Columbia label, and produced by Phil Ramone. Appearing on the album, along with Billy Joel. So Billy Joel, vocals, acoustic guitar, electric piano, synthesizer, accordion, and harmonica. Richie Canada, organs, saxophone, and flute. David Brown, electric and acoustic guitars. He does the lead parts. Russell Jowers, I think that's how you say it, Jowers? Yeah, looks like that. Electric and acoustic guitars, rhythm part only. And then you got Doug Stegmeyer on bass and Liberty DeVito on drums and percussion. So on this album there are a total of 10 tracks. So this is very front, as far as radio friendly and hits, very front heavy. So the first side of the album, really well known, lots of classic hits. The back side, maybe not as much, but still has some interesting stuff too. So the front side, of course, you may be right, you may be crazy, but it may be a lunatic I'm looking for. Yeah, great tune, very catchy. Lyrics are highly memorable. The song itself is very memorable, very catchy, lots of hooks, and of course a pop masterpiece. Second song out is Sometimes a Fantasy. This one is almost as famous, maybe not quite as well known, but definitely in that time period, I remember it all the time on the radio. It's kind of poppy, maybe not as up and down and bouncy as the opening track, but still very good. Don't Ask Me Why. This one's a little bit more low-key too, but really catchy. Lyrics very memorable, very poppy song, very well liked, got a lot of radio play. And then of course, maybe his biggest song, one of his biggest songs for sure, It's Still Rock and Roll to Me. This is a kind of melodic, upbeat, poppy song with really catchy lyrics and really well sung. Most people know this song. Just a famous, great song from the from his hit song. So the first 4 songs, lots of radio play. All 4 of them did very well. Great album. And then the last song on that side, All for Alina. This one is it's a bit of an up-tempo song. It's not bad. Catchy. I found it maybe not as memorable as some of the first 3 or 4 tracks, but really quite good as well. The back side of the album's a little bit different. It seems he's trying different things out. There is some more of the normal stuff that you got on the opening stuff, but there's a little bit of differences in some of them. Next song, I Don't Want to Be Alone. This one, up-tempo pop track. It kind of starts out on a low end and it kind of builds its way up. The next track, Sleep with the Television On. Another up-tempo, catchy pop track. Lots of that on this album. Next is a C'était toi, you were the one. He does do a little bit of that use of French in the song, using the French lyrics. It's a bit more of a mellow song, almost a sad track, actually. I kind of like it, though. Close to the Borderline. This one's a heavy drum, heavy guitar riff here. This is almost bordering on like a power pop song. Definitely the heaviest track on the album. Not something that he normally does a ton of, but every once in a while he'll throw one of these in, and this is the one for this album. Next up, Through the Long Night. So this is the last song on the album. It's a bit more of a mellow song, almost got a Beatles flavor to it. I feel like there's a kind of Beatle kind of thing coming through here. Not heavy on the Beatles, but definitely that's what popped in my mind when I was listening to the track. Very Beatles-ish. And it's a bit folky too. It's a little bit of a folky atmosphere to it, at least back end of it as well. So that's the album for tonight. Billy Joel's Glass Houses. Highly recommend the album. If you like pop music and you like catchy, up-tempo, upbeat, poppy songs with catchy riffs and catchy vocals and catchy lyrics, this is the album for you. I think this is probably his best album, but I'm sure there's people out there that will argue that point. That's fine. So this is the album I chose for tonight, Billy Joel's Glass Houses. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you want to make comments about Glass Houses or Billy Joel or anything I've said, you can make those in the comment section below. And we will be back next Monday night with another look back at another classic rock album. So have yourself a good night and a good evening, and goodbye here from the Prog Monster.